touch and see what's going on here. But basically, an airplane has a motor, makes it go faster and slower. It also has all of these servos, they're called servos, which will make all of these control surfaces move. The radio controls that. So here is our receiver right here, and this is called our transmitter. When I flip this on, and I turn on my radio, now I have the ability to use this stick, and if you see right over here, when I move this right stick forward and back, it makes the elevator go up and down. That will make the plane go up and down, okay? So when we're using our right stick, and this is what I want you to think about, when I push my stick forward, I want you to bend at the waist. And which way is our airplane going? Down. Now, we're not going to be going down too much today, right? The great thing is that when you have the stick and it wants to be in that center position, is the plane will fly straight and true. You don't have to be doing something at all times. You can let go of it and it will fly straight and true. So when we push the stick forward, we're going down. When we pull the stick back, we're going up. So we can do a little up today, and we can do a little down, but for the most part, we can just fly. All right, so the right stick is what we're going to use today exclusively. Now, with the right stick, if we go to the right, we're activating these mechanisms in the wings, and they're called ailerons. And the ailerons help the airplane tilt to the right or to the left. So just like our stick going forward and back, if we tilt to the right, our plane is going to tilt to the right, and when we tilt to the left, our plane is going to tilt to the left. Does that make sense so far? All right. Our left stick we're not using today, but it's basically the throttle. It makes the engine go faster or slower. We're just going to have the airplane going at the same speed, so we don't have to use that stick at all. The other use for that stick is the rudder. The rudder is when the plane is on the ground, it has wheels that will turn it left and right, and it activates the rudder, which is when it's in the air, depending upon wind, you call it crabbing, is the airplane kind of flies diagonally, if you will, if you have a strong wind coming from one side or the other. We're not using the rudder today, and we're not using wheels either, and we're just flying at the same speed. All right, so no stick at all on the left. All we're using is our right, and we're going forward and back, and left and right. Now, the most important thing is to use this stick very slowly. I like having the hand underneath and the thumb on top, and just make small movements on that stick, and you'll see the airplane responding, okay? Now, I have one important thing I need you to do. I need you all to raise your right hand and repeat after me. If my plane crashes, it's not my fault. Okay. So your expert pilots will have their box, and it'll be connected to your box. And if you get into trouble, they will push a button, and then they will have control over the airplane. And then they will recover, and then they will say, okay, you got it. And then you are flying again. Does that make sense? So you can't screw this up, all right? And if they do, it's now your fault, all right? So what we're going to do is get divided by families. Everybody has a chance to fly today, okay? It won't. And I tell you what, when you learn to fly an airplane, they're all the same. If you can learn how to fly those trainer airplanes, if you see the one that's on the picnic table here, that's actually a raffle for today. So I want everybody who ends up flying to put their name on the raffle ticket, and you have a chance to win that airplane. Right? We need a name and a phone number, and we will call you if you win. And you got pretty good odds, I think. Right? Okay. So, any questions?
Sam, you got any questions?
Does it sound pretty cool?
Oh, you're not
That's
going
okay.
to fly the plane, right? You're not, yeah, they're too little for us
So we got all kinds of controls here. You can see there's retractable landing gear. Some planes have those, right? So those go up inside the belly of the airplane. So all kinds of cool stuff. There is a flight simulator right here too, so after you're done flying or while you're waiting, you can use that, and it's basically a great way to learn how to fly on the computer before you actually attempt it for real, right? So that's a good way to start. And then to get into a trainer airplane like that over there is a good first airplane. And then when you learn how to fly that one, then you can take out those jets, right? I mean, they all fly the same. We do have a club event that's coming up September 11th. I'll remember that date right here. And it's called the Festival of Flight. And there will be 100 and something airplanes here of all shapes and sizes. It's $5 for adults. Kids are free. Come here, bring your own beverage, your chairs, and it's going to be just a crazy air show, right? So, we welcome you to Fox Valley Aero. Feel free to stop by the club field anytime and talk to the guys. We had a great tour. And we lease this from the city of St. Charles. It's not going anywhere but a beautiful facility. One of the best in the Midwest. All right? So anybody with a yellow shirt, feel free to ask them any questions. But we're going to get you started, okay? We'll get those planes ready to go. All right, are you guys ready? We're ready to go, Armin. Got a couple of crews.